Critical look at Manny Pacquiao. We got Jarrett Boxing, 78 Sports TV, and Kris Caban. So let's go. We're gonna start from his first flyweight title attempt against WBC champion Chachai Sakasu. We're not gonna go further back because we don't know none of them guys. So, okay, he wins the world title, 8th round KO. I don't know nothing about the guy, but I have to call it a solid win because he's won the title. I'll let you guys take it away.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that fight, man. Yo, Manny Pacquiao, it was his first world attempt at the flyweight belt, and man, he did what he was supposed to do, and also, you know, that fight there, yeah, it was that fight was in Japan. Is that right? Yeah, it was in Japan. And boy, look, Pacquiao, Thailand. Sorry, he took it to him. He took it to the kid, man. I saw that fight. He took it to him, and he won the fight convincingly, and eventually stopped the guy, man. It was a good fight. His first thing, like, it was crazy, man. I mean, it was good. It was a good fight.
I'm gonna keep it real though. We have to go back a little.
Go on.
He was killed in 3.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
6.
I saw that as well.
Pastico Torrecampo.
Yeah, I saw that as well. He got took off the ground on that one, man. He came into that fight. I think at that point, like, they were talking about them times. I think he was talking about maybe his weight drain, whatever. But he got beat up in that fight, man. He got beat up in that fight. I think he was too inexperienced as well.
Is that the fight when they said Pacman down?
Nah, I think that was a bit later on. But in this one, he was too. He was young. He's still young. Teenage.
He lost that to 3K battery or something.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
But okay, was that the body shot? This one where he lost, the body shot put him down.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a body shot.
But I'm not gonna put a red flag because it's a loss. You know. I mean,
he was young. He was young, yeah, and he fought the next month after. He wasn't bothered about it. I mean, he lost it to circuit.
Yeah. He lost the fight. You know.
And fought the next month after. So like 2 months after. So he was good, man. He lost in January and then fought in February straight after. So less than a month, he was back in the ring again and won a 10-point decision over the next guy. So
right. Back into
the flyweight.
I'm gonna skip Todd McAlim unless you know him. You can cheer. I don't know him, so it means nothing to me.
Where we at now? We've done the flyweight one.
We're going after his title win. So it's Todd McAlim or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, I ain't see that one.
I ain't seen that. So anyone got anything?
Nah, man. Keep going to the gym.
Sound like a bum to me.
Yeah. You're gonna go to the next. You might as well go to the
Gabriel Myra.
I ain't seen it. I'll just go to the loss, man. Let's go straight.
No, it's a title win.
Nah, I know that, but I don't think I ain't see that one.
No, let me chair the thing when you chair it. If you want to chair it, I'll let you chair it.
My bad, fight fans. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Gabriel Myra.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Bum.
Okay.
I ain't heard of him still.
Medgoen Sigzuret. He lost by TKO in the 3rd.
Yeah, I saw that. Big hook.
Okay, he failed to make the weight.
Yeah.
He
got beat up in that, man. He got beat up in that fight and got knocked out on a hook, man. He was flat out. He was out cold, man. He was out cold in that fight, man. People was shocked as well. It was a shock. People was stunned. But good.
Yeah.
So
highlights of it on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen one where he got knocked out by the body shot. I don't know much about this phase of his career. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna start fronting. You know what I mean? So it was the WBC International Superweight title. After that, if you got your box rigs up, if you recognize any of these names until I say I'm gonna stop at a fight, let me know and you can chime in and talk about him. I know Lelo Ledwaba. I remember that fight.
No, I'm going back. You need to go back a bit, man.
Alright, well go on, tell me what fight you want to go.
The one in the Philippines against Shenyo KO. Was he Shenyo KO? It was in the Philippines, in Manila. I saw that fight on KO TV in Manila. That was a good fight, yeah. And the guy, it gave Pacquiao competitive. It was competitive. It was a competitive fight at this point. And this is before Pacquiao was coming to America, actually. Pacquiao knocked him out. It was devastating 1-round thing. It was a good fight though. Good fight.
But okay, is that gonna aid his ATG status?
Because the guy didn't really do anything after that. After Pacquiao finished him, then the guy didn't really do anything.
Just a solid win.
Yeah.
Good win. Yeah. Okay.
And Nedi Hussein as well. I saw that fight as well. Beat him up, man. Beat the guy up, man. I think that fight was in what was that fight?
Yeah, but these ain't. They're just
same from Australia.
If you go.
Yeah, but he's from Australia, and Pacquiao, that guy was undefeated, didn't it? I think he was undefeated at the time, man. Pacquiao battered him, mate. That guy.
He knocked Pacquiao down too.
Yeah, that was a great fight, man. That was a great fight.
The Neddy Al Hussein fight.
Yeah. Guy, he's a tough fighter, man. Pacquiao beat him up, man.
But isn't it a case that he's just underperforming with these guys here?
No. He's doing what he's doing at these lower weight classes. These are named guys, isn't it? Like they're not like
flooring him and knocking him out right now. I mean, he's okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
This Sen Rima after Ned Al Hussein. If you right, any good?
I ain't see that one.
All right. Samoa Kalakalan, whatever his name is, Wethia, whatever his name, and you see the long name there. Yeah. Any good?
No, but at this point he's moving up at the weight classes, isn't it? Like,
okay.
He moved up to super bantamweight at that class, so I guess he's, you know what I mean. He's vacated his belt and then his international belt. Go ahead, Chris.
This is the African dude, right?
No. Who are we talking about? Are we going into that? So okay.
Left eye, Waba.
No.
Oh yeah. He led Waba.
Yeah, that was. I seen that fight. Yeah. He beat the hell out of Pacquiao. Beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, it looked like he shouldn't even be in the ring with him, man. Pacquiao beat him, boy.
Come on, man. You got to tell me you beat the hell out of him, man. Was it a good win? What's the guy saying?
It was a good win because Labwabo went on to win a world title. You know what I mean? He went on to win a world title. It was a good win. And Pacquiao just blew him out. Like he just blew him out. The guy looked like the guy shouldn't even be in the same ring with him. You know what I mean? Labwabo went on to get a world belt, but Pacquiao in that day, and Pacquiao was at this point that's his American debut, and also Pacquiao teamed up with the Muhammad brothers. What are they called? Vingy Mahmoud. They also managed Roy Jones at the time as well. It was a good win. It was a good win.
It was a good win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. And then after that we have Agapito Sanchez.
Yeah.
That's a good win.
Technical draw. It's not a win.
It's a draw.
So, is it a technical decision or a draw? It's a draw. Technical draw.
It's just a draw, man. Yeah.
Because the fight was stopped by a cut due to a cut, but Pacquiao was winning that fight.
Who got cut?
Yeah, he didn't get the W. So
Pacquiao got cut in that fight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He didn't get the W. So
So they just kept their way.
We'll leave that one for now. You know what I mean? Jorge Alicia Julio.
I ain't seen that. I
ain't seen that. Has he got anything there's nothing that's going to put him on the super middleweight?
Nah, but we can only talk
on the ATG. There's nothing right now. He hasn't done nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
No.
Okay. What about this Far Prakorb guy for the IBF Super Bantamweight title? Anything?
Nah, man, but he done him in a round though. Done him in a round, bro. That's impressive though, ain't it?
It's good because he's had a good few title shots at the same time, so we can't totally dismiss it because we don't know the names. So I think we have to bear that into consideration. Is that he's defending and he's winning belts, but we just don't know a lot of them. So we have to be fair. We have to be objective on that. Okay, we go to who's next? Emmanuel.
Zalero. Yeah.
Lucero.
Yeah, I saw that fight, man. Like Manizero was like a little pit bull, like a Danny Romero type of fighter. Come in, he had the peekaboo thing. Like people actually thought he was gonna win. Pacquiao blew him out, man.
That's a good solid win in my opinion.
Blew him out with a left hook. Yeah, and disorientated him. They hit him so badly, the guy turned around and turned his back, and the referee stopped the fight. It was bad.
So that fight put him on the map, really, didn't it?
Well, that's the first year because when he beat Lababo, like it was like, oh well, Lababo looked weak, yeah. But later on, that Lababo went on to good thing. But when he beat Lazaro, like people started saying, oh, he's looking alright. And at this point, when he beat him, he called out Marco Antonio Barrera, right? He called him up straight after the fight. He said that they asked him to fight, and and obviously that's what happened.
Okay. So that put him on. That's definitely a solid.
Yeah, that was a start. That was a stepping stone to get to Barrera. So that's what happened.
Okay, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yeah. 78. Go ahead, Sev.
Yeah. Now we getting into my area where it start getting juicy for Pacquiao. So yeah, I think Barrera being who he was, I think that was definitely a good win for Pacquiao. Definitely.
In my
ATG?
Go on.
ATG winning 78?
What you say?
That ATG status win?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
Okay.
Barrera, right? We all at Barrera.
Yeah, Errol.
Go on, we're Brett. Go ahead, Chris, and then I'll
Go on, Chris.
ATG.
Yeah, I'll go into that fight. Listen, Barrera was unanimously known as one of the best pound for pound in boxing, especially in the lower weights. He just beat Eric Morales. He just finished off beating Manny Pacquiao, Nassim Hamid,
Nassim, yeah.
and he finished beating up Johnny Tapia as well, Johnny Tapia, and all them guys there. And basically, he was regarded as one of the best guys in the lower division, and he does sign with Golden Boy at this time with Oscar De La Hoya, their first signing, and that was their first fight. Pacquiao got knocked down in the first round, came back and beat the crap out of Barrera. I didn't know what I was seeing. It was amazing. To me, it was one of the best wins with the record. I couldn't believe what I saw. He blatantly beat Manny Barrera in every facet of the game, and it was a huge win for the Mahmoud brothers who were promoting him at the time, and it was a great win, and that is a great win. I mean, you could have finished his career right then and done something, but as we know what happened after. But that was a great knockout. Barrera doesn't really get stopped as well in them lower weight classes, and Barrera went on to beat Morales after this fight, but it was a great win, definitely great win.
Well, all I remember, I watched it on BBC One on Sunday.
That's why I watched it.
I'm thinking, okay, Barrera's just gonna roll this kid over. When he floored him, it wasn't a knockdown. I think the referee called it incorrect and said, this is going to be over quickly, man. And then I just see this hand speed and these angles where he punches. I said, what the fuck is this? Yeah. And I recorded it, man, and I watched it about twice more than that day. I said, whoa. That peaked the radar. ATG status win unanimously.
Yeah.
Okay, no doubt. So we go into this. Well, is it a four-time series? Not a trilogy. It's a 4-time series now. One Manuel Marquez.
Yeah.
78.
Absolute. I think that's an all-time great win. I think that's the good. This was the good ass fight. Wasn't it a good fight?
It's a draw, man. This is a draw.
This is the one where they said Pacquiao. Well, didn't Pacquiao knock
3 times in the first round? 3 times in the first round.
Okay, yeah. All right. So now this is the fight where I thought Pacquiao. I actually thought Pacquiao lost this fight, to be honest with you, because but then some people say that the judge messed up because he was supposed to score the first round, a 10-7 or a 10-6 or some shit.
Yeah, 10-6. But
he didn't. Right, but so they say that, but I don't know. But I thought Pacquiao lost the fight because he won a couple of rounds in the fight. He had a good lead by those knockdowns, but I thought Marquez came back on. So I give him credit for the fight, man. But he wasn't. Since it was a draw, I guess we can just. I don't know how y'all would judge the draws. How do y'all judge draws?
I thought Pacquiao just shaded that one, to be honest.
Okay.
But it's a draw officially. I think for the record books, because of the 4-fight series, I'm gonna give it an ATG fight because this guy's a good dance partner. So I'm gonna give it an ATG fight.
I would agree.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
I agree with I think I give it an ATG, but I thought Marquez won the first fight.
Yeah, go on, break it down then.
Because after the knockdowns, Marquez controlled majority of that fight.
Yeah, he did, but he was about 3 rounds down after the first round.
I know, but he won a lot of. I think he swept 6. He won a lot of them rounds, man. Marquez won a lot of them rounds.
Yeah.
Other than the knockdowns, he beat Pacquiao that fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take knockdowns out. Pacquiao really ain't do shit.
Yeah. This is the first time when Pacquiao actually for a challenge. Like when I saw the first round when he knocked him down, I didn't like one Marquez. He does beat what's his name again? The guy who fought Nassim Hamid, and he took his belt, and he beat Derek Gainer. He beat
Medina.
Yeah. What's his name again? Manuel Medina. He beat up Manuel Medina to get the belt, and then he beat the crap out of Derek Gainer. You know what I mean? So he's got 2 of the belts now in the weight class. So now Pacquiao comes in like a typhoon, yeah, bombs him up, knocks him down 3 times around, but Marquez proceeds to get himself back, and his nose all blooded, comes back in the fight, and to the commentators' amazement and everyone watching it, he basically starts out box Pacquiao. Pacquiao at this point is seen as a one-dimensional fighter where he hasn't got a left hook. And this time, all the criticism comes on thing. But the fight was deemed a draw, and many people felt Marquez won the fight. And when I watched the fight at the time, I really was wanting Pacquiao to finish him because I didn't like what he did to like Derek Gainer. But in my eyes, I think to be honest, when I watched it, I think a draw was a fair assessment. You couldn't.
Yeah, draw wasn't unreasonable.
You couldn't take the belt from Marquez, but Pacquiao done enough, and at this point, that set started for a rivalry later on. So I think that's a great fight, and yeah, it was a great series, and so. But
yeah. I think this is the beginning. The Marquez fight is Marquez is Pacquiao's dance partner. They're always gonna be linked like Ali and Frazier. They're gonna be linked together. So I think you definitely gotta say that's an all-time great fight. You know.
Yeah, that's right. It was that first fight. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's real.
Yeah, it's the way Marcus came back from that, you know, all time.
Yeah.
That's one of our generation's classic fights, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Rather than always going back, way back, and say, oh, yeah, that guy's a really not. This was a great fight for our generation. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So we got Fashan 3K Battery after that.
Yeah, I saw that fight.
I don't know that guy. I didn't see that.
I saw that fight.
He's a solid guy.
Yeah,
He's a solid guy.
Go on, Chris.
He's a solid guy. He hits hard, strong. I get that a good solid win right there.
Yeah, TK Battery was a 3-week champion himself.
Was he?
Yeah, he's a 3-week champion himself coming into the fight, and everyone was talking about he was the best in them lower weight classes. They were saying they wanted to fight, but Pacquiao at this point is too big and strong. He hits him with such a hook, he takes the guy off his feet. He literally takes him guy off the feet in Manila. It was devastating.
I have to watch that one.
Yeah,
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's devastating. It was a devastating hook, and Pacquiao too big, too strong. And the Manila fans in Manila, it was a great win because that guy was a known guy. He's a known guy. And Pacquiao beat him before. Actually, I think Pacquiao beat him before, but that beating he got in him, I think that kind of just ended his career. But it was a great win.
It's not an ATG win though.
Yeah, it is a great win.
ATG win.
Yeah, because you guys don't know who DK Battery is.
Okay.
DK, if you look on, I got the Ring magazine from turn of the century, and DK, he was one of the renowned champions at the time. Everyone know about TK Battery. That's a great win. You guys don't know. In Asia, everyone knows who that guy is. You guys don't know who he is.
I used to read him about him in the boxing news.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was hit. So I seen him fight.
He's fighting. Pacquiao's fighting the elite guys. I mean, even though it was lighter. A lightweight, Pacquiao's too strong for him. That's a great win, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm not going to argue. Okay. 78?
I'm not going to argue because I have no idea who this dude is. I will, since Earl and Kris are saying he was good, I'm going to go look him up and check him out and see what he was doing. But I'm funny with rating them guys, man, who be fighting in Asia and shit, man. Because, I could be undefeated over there right now. I'm fat.
Well, I know you love Chris John 78, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to see him get dusted off.
Alright, so we got Eric Morales next. He lost by unanimous decision. He got schooled in that fight, man. I mean,
that's to what? That was a good fight, though. That was a good fight, man. That was a good fight.
Good fight, man.
That fight right there. Because you know what? I thought Pacquiao was going to beat Morales because of what he did to Barrera.
Yeah.
But, Morales showed me something, man, and I was real surprised. Like, he showed a lot of heart, man. He had a chin in that fight too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, I like that fight, man. I thought, even though Pacquiao got his ass whooped, I thought it was an all-time great fight. You know.
Yeah, that was a good. I don't think that loss don't do nothing to him because he lost to Morales. That was a good ass fight. He ain't just.
Nah, that don't hurt.
Yeah, that don't hurt.
Nah, that don't hurt. Not in my opinion, anyway. That losses like that don't hurt the resume. And see, because he comes back straight away, you know. Like everyone say, he comes back straight away and fights. So to me, that don't hurt his resume. You know what I mean? Like I think I class them things as good losses. Yeah, good losses, man. They're not bad losses.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, has everyone talked on it yet? Or Chris? You talked on it?
Well, you got it.
All right, yeah. This is the first thing to me notice about because I rate Marco Antonio Barrera and Morales as the top guys, and to me, I think Barrera underestimated Pacquiao coming into that fight with the big signing of Golden Boy, but Morales wasn't underestimated. He's still pissed about Barrera, and he proceeds to put a beating on Pacquiao like no one else before. He put it on Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't even know he was getting us into. He was a live body. Pacquiao came with him. He basically outboxed him. He must have saw what Marquez done. He basically beat him on jabs. Every time Pacquiao tried to flurry, he was ready. He had enough in the tank to give Pacquiao back what he is and what you know Morales for. The moment you come on him, he came back on him, and it was an entertaining fight back. And Pacquiao thought he won the fight, but the majority of the crowd watching the fight, Morales landed more the punches, cleaner punches, and I think he schooled Pacquiao. And then the criticisms came again that Pacquiao is only a one-dimensional fighter. So at that point, Freddie starts changing Pacquiao, start implementing hooks, start moving more head movement, more things, and obviously into the Pacquiao now. But Morales beat him up at that point. At that point, Morales beat him nice and solidly. Can't take it away. It was a great win for Morales, and that was an HEG fight. No doubt, no question. It was a great fight. I could watch that again now and still be entertained. That was a good fight.
Oscar Larios. Why did I think he stopped Oscar Larios? But he didn't. You know what I mean? He went the distance. I think that's just solid. That's not more than solid.
You skipped the Hector Vasquez fight?
Yeah, you skipped Hector.
Did I skip one?
Hector Vasquez.
Yeah. You skipped the Morales rematch too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why am I going on head so far?
Hector Vasquez. You're on Hector Vasquez.
Oh right, that's because I went after the wrong Morales. Okay, Hector Velasquez. I didn't see this fight. I didn't see it, so I have to let you guys deal with that one.
I didn't see either.
I seen that fight because it was on the same card that Morales lost to the black kid. What's the black kid name?
Zahir Rahim.
Yeah, Zahir Rahim. That was on the same card.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I didn't see that fight till years later. But go on, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, he just beat this dude up, basically.
Okay.
Hey, let me take. Can I take a sidebar real quick? Because for the record, I didn't see the Vasquez fight, right? But I heard that Pacquiao ducked that Rahim cat. Did he? Is that true?
Yes, he blatantly ducked Rahim. I was getting ready to get into that. I'm glad you talked about it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let 78 finish. He ducked.
No, I was just asking y'all because I don't remember. I remember people talking about
Morales lost that fight. Instead of fighting Zahir Rahim, he went to fight Morales again.
He quacked out. Okay, he quacked out. So that's just a mock time fight. He goes on to TKO Eric Morales in 10.
Let's go into that, mate. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Eric Morales at this point lost to Rahim. He's having arguments with his dad. His dad's not in his corner. And, at this point, he moved up out the weight. I think he moved up a weight at this time. And he's coming back in the weight. And he's his argument. His brain's not on the fight. Pacquiao don't care about that shit. Pacquiao proceeds to beat the crap out of him. And also Pacquiao was complaining about when he went into Morales in the first fight about blood. He said they took blood out of him before the fight, and he was complaining about them draining him before the fight, and he felt weak before the fight. So this is the first time he's complaining about needles and whatever, and he beats Morales accordingly. Morales is not the same fighter no more. He just lost. He's on arguments with his dad and his head. Well, I'm not making excuses. Pacquiao beat the crap out of him, beat him bad. And Morales never recovered from that beating he put on him. Trust me, he never recovered properly. So it was a great win for Pacquiao. No excuses.
ATG win?
Definitely. And Morales is an all-time great, no doubt. No question.
Agreed.
Yeah, I've got that down as an ATG win. Chris?
ATG.
Okay. Say no more. Oscar Larios. Didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
I don't know why I thought he stopped that guy.
I seen it. He beat his ass, man. That wasn't even no good fight.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
And then we go Eric Morales again.
Yeah.
That was just a humiliation. That was, man. That's when he was looking like Superman at that stage there.
Yeah. That again. Still the same Morales, man. He's been back with his bad dad at this point, but he's not the same guy no more. And Pacquiao just plays with him and just beats him up, man. Morales, you can see when he's on the canvas, he was looking around and that. He knew he ain't got it no more. And Pacquiao's the new guy, man. Beat Morales. He beat Morales convincingly. Beat him bad, man. Beat him bad.
Well, that's an ATG win for me because he sort of like ended the guy's career, ended the trilogy, didn't he? So
yeah, his career. Even though Morales went on to win another belt at a higher weight and stuff like that, but he was never the same after. He was never the same after the second one.
No, he was never the same.
No, he wasn't the same.
All right. So can I move on?
Yeah, you can. Jorge Solis. Go on.
We have Jorge Solis, 8th round KO. That don't mean nothing to me at all.
I ain't see it.
Don't remember seeing it.
That Flores Senior was training.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jose Solis.
Yeah,
No, the Dominican cat that Floyd Senior was training.
Okay. Well, let us know, Chris, because I ain't clued up. You gotta let us know.
What's the guy's name? Hold on. What's the guy? I can't think of. Let's go ahead and try to think of the name. Go ahead.
All right, shall I move on and just leave it as a solid?
Yeah.
Jorge Solis?
I don't know him. I don't know about him, but so
Alright, I'm gonna move on.
Chris the only one knows about him. But go ahead.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yeah. Great win. Great win. Marco Antonio Barrera ain't the same Barrera no more. He's on the slide as well, like Morales, and Pacquiao just does what he needs to do, man. But Barrera still ain't recovered from the hand speed of Pacquiao, the movement. You know, Barrera struggles in the fight, and he beats him accordingly.
Yeah,
It was a shame though, 'cause I saw the ending of Barrera. The writing was on the wall, and that's that, man. Even though Barrera is the same age as Marco Juan Marquez, at this time he's had like he's near 50 fights. He's fighting every bloody month. This shit is taking a toll on him, man. And especially the wars with Eric Morales, it's took out of him as well. He ain't got enough left in the tank, and it's not the same Barrera and Pacquiao proceeds to beat him. Great win, still a great win, because Barrera is a very accomplished.
Yeah, man, it's an ATG win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the split decision against Marquez. What fight is this? Is this the
Second fight.
It's the second fight now.
Yeah, we're in the second fight. Anyone want to say something about that?
Who was the first?
I thought Marquez won the second fight.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Second fight tricky to me. I used to say that I thought Marquez won just because I hated Pacquiao, but if I'm being honest, I thought Pacquiao won the second fight.
Yep, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing. Pacquiao got knocked down in that fight. Not Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocked Marcus down in this fight as well, and I perceived he had more energy in this fight. I felt like at the end of the fight, I think the right guy won the fight. I thought Pacquiao won the fight. So, Seven, you were saying, you mean you didn't like Pacquiao? Why was that at this point? You didn't like Pacquiao?
Well, I didn't like him because of the not at this time. I'm just saying, at the time, I thought Pacquiao won the fight.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, when all that dumb shit started happening later on between him and Floyd, I lied and said that I thought Marquez won every fucking fight when I really didn't believe that. I thought Pacquiao won the second fight.
Oh, thanks.
I thought I thought Marquez fought well, but I thought Pacquiao had his number.
Okay, so did I.
I thought Marquez won this fight.
Okay.
So what, you got Marquez on this fight as well, Chris? Yeah.
No.
Who you thought won is Pacquiao?
Marquez won this fight, the second fight.
Who won this one?
Marquez.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Marquez. Yeah, I've got Marquez too. I've got Marquez on this one. So that's 2 apiece. Okay. ATG win. It's still an ATG win, I suppose.
Yep, ATG.
Yeah. David Diaz. This was a beatdown, boy.
Hey, before we get into this, Chris is going to explain why David Diaz shouldn't have fought Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao should have fought who, Chris? The Galaxy Warrior, right?
Because
he should have
Nate Campbell was the recognized world the lightweight champion. He should have fought Nate Campbell.
Because Nate Campbell beat Juan Diaz, the baby bull, right?
Yeah, he picked the weakest champion.
Yeah. There was Julio Diaz and there was Nate Campbell, and there was the baby bull. Nate Campbell beat the baby bull. He knew he was the best in that weight class, and that fight should have happened, and he didn't fight him. He picked David Diaz at lightweight. You know, and then go on.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna 78. You wanna? Oh, let me just say this. You can say that he ducked Nate, yeah, but you see, all right, I'm gonna go into a bit of accountancy talk, and I shouldn't do that, right? Nate wasn't gonna bring him the purse he wanted for the struggle that he was gonna get, right? And there was no guarantees he was gonna beat Nate, right? With his long ass arms and shit and awkward stuff, right? Diaz had a commodity in the form of the belt. He took the belt. It was an easy win. Should he have fought Nate Campbell? Yeah, we could say that, but you know, it is what it is.
So you got to understand, yeah, that in this Diaz markability with Golden Boy, he just beat Eric Morales in a war fight,
yeah.
and
he didn't win that fight though.
He didn't win that fight.
David Diaz lost that fight.
Yeah, he really lost that fight.
I thought, okay, all right. I remember seeing the fight. I was just shocked that Morales was getting blooded up in that fight, and I was thinking Morales was done at that point. But he was getting taking some solid shots. But anyway, he beat him. It was a marketable fight that you knew David Diaz was. So when Manny Pacquiao come in, David Diaz was strong at the weight. I didn't think Pacquiao would do what he did to him. Pacquiao beat the crap out of that boy, man. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch, man. I never seen David Diaz handled like that. You know, he was handled, and also he was from the '96 Olympics from Floyd and Fernando Vargas. Vargas was there as well, and the way he got beat, man, it was bad, man. It was bad. I actually felt some waste for him, bro. Yeah.
Pacquiao looked like a different fighter. Okay, wink, wink. At this fight, during the David Diaz era, when he fought him, I thought Pacquiao looked invincible to me. You know. And,
I'm gonna keep your train of thought, yeah? Keep your train of thought. This is a critical breakdown. No wink. Say what you think.
I think Pacquiao started juicing. I think he started juicing around that time in the David Diaz fight. He had moved up in weight, and the next fight will tell the whole truth.
Okay.
Yeah, because I agree with 70, because he's moving from super featherweight, and he had a tough fight with Marquez in the second fight, even though he knocked him down. But then he's moving into a new weight class, and it's all of a sudden he's bringing up power into this weight class, faster, more powerful. David Diaz is a very big, strong lightweight. No one's handled him like that before. Pacquiao's looking fast, hitting him bing, and he just battered him. You know, I wasn't thinking it was juicing. I was thinking this guy's incredible. But then you look at it now, you think, hold on a minute, but you've come from all them little weights now, and now you're also on your power. Maybe he's growing into his strength. I don't know, but he looks in like a phenomenal. Beats up David Diaz in spectacular fashion. Now, at this point, he's with Bob Arum now, and they're marketing. If you notice, they marketed that fight. They don't talk about Manny Pacquiao with the Barrera win was the biggest win. They talk the David Diaz thing was the biggest win because that's when Bob Arum took over his career. So they don't talk about. At this point, he left the Mahab brothers. At this point, I don't know why, whatever disagreement they had, but they've left him, and he's moved with Bob Arum at this point, and he beats the crap out of David Diaz, and it is what it is.
Okay. So anyone else down with this juicing thing? Who think, you know what I mean? Thinks he could possibly juicing at this stage?
He's got a little sign game, man.
Just 78? Just 78? Kris?
Yeah, I think he's juicing.
A little suspicious.
Okay.
I was impressed by the win. I wasn't thinking about the juices. I was enjoying the fight at this point, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. That's 5 belts at 5 different weights.
Have you seen how regular he's fighting now? If you look at how regular he's fighting like every 3, 4, 5 months. You know, and against great fighters, against Barrera, Morales. You know, David Diaz is a tough, strong guy. You know, go on, beats. Moving on.
Okay. So, all right, before we do that, 5 weights, 5 titles at 5 different weights. That's got to be impressive, man. And
right. 5 titles at 5 different. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we got lightweight, lightweight, super featherweight. Okay, international.
All right, let me count. Hold on, one sec. Lightweight, super featherweight, super bantamweight, flyweight.
Featherweight. Who did he win at featherweight? What world belt did he get at featherweight?
Hey, can I say something out there? He really didn't get all them belts because Barrera wasn't the champion. Barrera was a Ring Magazine champion, so they don't count.
Nah, if you notice on the thing,
Marquez.
He didn't beat Marquez.
It was a draw, actually.
No, exactly. So he didn't win no belt at featherweight.
All right, okay.
Yeah, he didn't win no belt because Marquez wasn't. Barrera wasn't the champion in that fight.
He just won.
Yeah, he was the ring champion.
Nah, he didn't win no belt. Look, he's all he's got is what you can see here. Is right. All you can see is it super featherweight, man, super bantamweight, and then bantamweight, right? And then after that you got flyweight, and that's it. So you're talking about like 4.
Okay. So he fights Oscar De La Hoya at 140. What weight was it? Was it
147.
There was no belt at stake.
No, 147. Now Oscar's moving down from 154, and Pacquiao's moving up to 147. That's the middleweight where they middle.
All I'm gonna say, ATG win. I don't care if Oscar drained himself. Before he could win, and he didn't win, Pacquiao beat him up. Yeah, I was shocked. I saw your 78.
I thought Oscar was gonna knock him out, man.
So did I.
Even though Oscar was drained, I thought Oscar still had too much size, too much experience, too much power for this little dude, man. I just thought Oscar was gonna destroy him, and Pacquiao murdered De La Hoya, man. He made De La Hoya just give up, man. Like, fuck it, can't hit this little dude, man.
Yep. I've got put that down as an ATG win. I don't care if people say, "Oh, you drained." Well, Oscar, I thought drained.
So, coming into this fight now, Oscar just lost to Floyd. Not just lost to Floyd. He just lost to Steve. He beat Stevie Forbes, and he wanted to get a rematch with Floyd, and so apparently that fight never happened. So he's looking for another opponent. And boy, in the Stevie Forbes fight, he struggled as well. He got beat up. He got hit quite a lot in this fight, and now he's moving down. I thought this fight was a joke. It's like, why are you serious? It's like, why are they even fighting? And Oscar, why are you moving down for? But in the
because
money. It was money.
Yeah, money. But yeah, obviously, like, and Oscar at some point, Oscar saying, well, he wanted to sign Pacquiao at the time when he had his Golden Boy company, and he wanted to.
He did sign him.
Yeah, he did sign him, and Golden Boy and Bob Arum snatched him. All right, they snatched him from him, and he was pissed off about it. That was his motivation going into the fight. But to me, it wasn't a good enough reason. And he just come out with a mega fight with Floyd Mayweather, and he was strong at 154 where he beat Mayorga. To me, I don't understand why you'd want to move down into the weight class where you had the belt at that weight. But it doesn't matter. Pacquiao's moving up, just beat David Diaz, and now the fight's happening. I'm thinking Oscar's gonna kill this guy. He's too little. Why they having this fight? It's a complete mismatch. And
they thought they was gonna beat Pacquiao because they was looking to fight Ricky Hatton.
I remember. Yeah, because I talked to Richard Stafer when he came to England at the time. I went to David Hay. David Hay had his debut, and I was there, and he said he wanted to do a dream match between Ricky Hatton and De La Hoya. I looked at this point and think Oscar's gonna kill him. But anyway, the fight happens, and Manny Pacquiao proceeds to beat the crap out of this guy like no one else before at that time. He beats De La Hoya bad, black and blue. De La Hoya, he corner said, nah, they couldn't go out no more. Nacho Bernstein said, nah, that's it. Oscar, you can't take no more. And the fight was done, and that was it. And this is the birth of Manny Pacquiao. He's a phenomenal star, beat Oscar De La Hoya, and he's a mega star at this point. Mega. All over the world at this point. Beating Oscar De La Hoya was a massive win. And even though I thought it was a mismatch, I thought Oscar was going to kill him. And this is Pacquiao. Now, I think after this fight, I think Roger really asked Floyd Senior at this point. One of the Philippine reporters asked Floyd this side, what would you think of this big win? And he goes, well, he don't look normal. What do you mean? He don't look normal. He look like he's taking something. And this is where the rumors start. I remember vividly that he might be taking something, and everyone started, whoa, yeah. Well, Floyd Senior said he might be taking something, but maybe he isn't. And the rumors started, and he ain't left it since, because he shouldn't be doing that to Oscar like no one else. I mean, you're coming from a lightweight all the way up to 147. A light, is that right? So 135 to 147, and you're beating an Oscar. It shouldn't have happened, but he did, and it is what it is. That's what I got to say. I don't know if he's juicing at this point, but Oscar looked drained anyway. So, but it's a big win. It's a great win.
Okay, we move on to Ricky Hatton. Second round KO, ATG KO for me. Just the way he did the KO.
Yeah. And they count this as a title win when it was just an IBO title.
It's a title, but it's not a world title.
I'm just for the KO. I'm just saying for the KO, the way he KO'd it. ATG KO. One of the best KOs I've seen. Ricky's a great. Ricky's a great at 140. 140. I don't think Ricky's an ATG. I'm just saying.
He beat Kostazui.
Let me say my point. I'm just saying for the actual KO, the actual delivery, the way he knocked him out. I'm like, wow, that was. I like that KO.
Yeah, highlight real KO, innit?
Classic KO.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, beating Ricky Hatton. I thought Ricky Hatton was going to win that fight as well. And Pacquiao was proving me wrong. I don't know if Pacquiao was the favourite going into them fights. I bet a lot of people make a lot of money in them two fights, you know. Ricky Hatton and De La Hoya. I wish I would have bet some money. He beat Ricky. I've never seen Ricky. Ricky just lost to Floyd Mayweather. But Ricky's went on a run. He beat Paulie Malignaggi. And he's looking pretty good against Paulie Malignaggi. And he had Floyd Senior in his camp. And Pacquiao went in there, and apparently he didn't listen to Floyd Senior in the game plan. He got knocked out in the most devastating knockout of all time in them lower weights. Of all time in that weight, it's devastating. And Pacquiao is held as one of the greatest fighters of the era, pound for pound at this point. Because Floyd's at this point is retired.
So 78, how you got this one?
78's not online at the minute, Beats.
Okay, Chris, what you got? How you got this?
I got this as good win. Solid. I ain't
just good,
Ricky Hatton. I ain't gonna give Ricky Hatton ATG.
Yeah. Yep.
Miguel Cotto. Yes. Stopped him in 12.
Yeah.
I got this as a ATG.
Yeah, that was a spectacular win. I didn't think he was going to do that. I'm underestimating Pacquiao in every bloody fight he's fighting in. I thought he was going to lose that fight. He beat up Cotto like no. Cotto's coming off the loss against Margarito, by the way, with the hand wraps, and he had a fight with G.O.A.T where he didn't look his best, and I thought Cotto still had enough to beat him. I thought Cotto was too big enough and strong, and he beat up Cotto as well. It's like I'm surprised he actually went the distance. So it looked at some point it looked like Cotto was going to be stopped, but it was a great.
He was stopped. He was stopped in the 12th.
Oh yeah, sorry, he was stopped. He was stopped in the 12th.
Yeah, he stopped him in 12.
Oh yeah, he does say. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right. He did. He beat him up, man. He beat him up.
Floored him as well, didn't he?
He floored him up. He just put a beating on him.
Uncle threw in the towel.
Pardon?
His uncle was training him at the time. His uncle threw in the towel.
Yeah. He was beating him up. Have you noticed? And there's a trend what Pacquiao was doing. He's fighting greats. He's fighting from David Diaz to Oscar De La Hoya to Ricky Hatton to Cotto. He's fighting the very best out there. Regardless of what's going on with these other guys there, these are the very best at the time in the sport, and they're not shot. Ricky Hatton was not shot. Cotto wasn't looking his best, but he was not shot. Oscar maybe a bit past it, but other than that, he's fighting the very best. The Manuel Marquez, Barrera, Morales. These are the great. Come on, man. These are some of the biggest names in boxing, and he's handling them up easily.
All right. So we go with Joshua Clottey. That was. God. I'll give it solid.
Yeah.
Solid, that's it.
I thought Joshua Cotty was too strong for him. Yeah, he's a very solid 147 pounder. He beat up Diego Corrales, who wasn't on 147, but he beat him up. And I feel like Joshua Cotty also beat Miguel Cotto at that time, even though he lost that fight. And I thought he would be too strong for a thing. He looked like Joshua Cotty just didn't want to get hit. It was in big Dallas. At this point, that fight shouldn't happen because they wanted to make the Floyd fight. They wanted to make the Floyd fight in Dallas, but because Floyd apparently the negotiations broke down, so they put Joshua Cotty in Dallas Stadium, and Joshua Cotty didn't in for anything. It was so one-sided. It was ridiculous. The man didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to open up. It was a one-sided beating. I didn't expect to see that, but it is what it is, and he beat him convincingly. At this point, Pacquiao's drawing huge crowds. He sold out the whole of Dallas Stadium. Dallas. What's the stadium called? Dallas.
Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, Cowboy Stadium. He sold the whole thing out. Yeah, man, that's how much crowds he was drawing. Huge, and it was a great win. Seriously, I think Joshua Cotty was a tough champion. To me, that's a great win because Joshua Cotty was a champion and he wasn't easy. It was a very solid comparison, but I think that's a good win. Joshua Cotty could have been something, but he didn't. He could have been something, but he didn't. I think it's a great win.
Alright. Then we go to Antonio Margarito.
Yeah.
Like the weight title.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say 80. Very good win. Well, I have to give it an ATG win. The guy's a lot bigger than him again, man.
Yes.
Man, we're talking the middleweight, man.
Yeah.
But they make
ATG win, man. It's an ATG win. Fake it like do it.
They give him that no ATG win.
But he drained him, didn't he? But these guys taking contracts.
This fight was supposed to be at 154 for a vacated title, but who did Margarito? That shouldn't have been no belt for me.
Yeah, it's a vacant belt a WBC belt at 154. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that was because he ain't never fought at 154. Did they fight at 154?
No.
Yeah, they fought at 154.
I don't know what politics they're pulling here at this point.
No, did they drain Margarito? Wait, did Margarito didn't come in at 154?
He came in 150.
Yeah.
Well, that don't make no sense. If he's supposed to be at 154, but it says vacant belt at 154, then that don't make no sense. I mean, Pacquiao didn't even defend it. Like, he didn't even. I don't understand that.
Margarito took the fight, and Pacquiao beat the crap out of him. He busted his eyes.
Was no champion at 154. He was still at. He was when he got suspended. He was fighting at 147.
Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't matter. Like Vince is right. He shouldn't have signed the contract. I don't know what's going on in boxing this time. Boxing, they're maneuvering. It seems like they're moving.
They're doing bullshit now.
Yeah, they're doing bullshit. This is where bullshit's coming in. They're making this guy big.
Look, man, for a flyweight to beat up that big, dirty Mexican slugger, I see mash up Andrew Sixheads and break up Cotto, even they could have been fixed the gloves or whatever. Yeah, man, that's ATG win.
Yeah.
Now they know 154.
Again, he's fighting quite regularly, and then there's like 4 or 5 fights. I don't think he was the favorite going into that fight. I don't think he could have been the favorite going into the Joshua Cotty, Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton, De La Hoya, maybe Diaz. Maybe he might have been the favorite, but he certainly wouldn't have been a favorite going into this fight. I don't know what the bookies had it, but he beat the Bay at Margarito. He messed up the guy's eye socket. Seriously, I mean, you're talking about like. Margarito having bricks in his hand. Well, I know what Cotto's got in his hands at this minute. He's looking bigger and stronger. And now the questions of people are thinking, well, scratching their head, they're thinking, hold on a minute, he shouldn't be able to do this to someone who's a big, strong 47-pounder, regardless if it was a 54. That shouldn't happen. And the questions are raging. What's going on here? How comes this guy's looking bigger and stronger coming up from these weights? Floyd's posing the question, and this is where the questions are heating up now. They're thinking maybe he's doing something or taking something, really.
Alright, so we go on to Shane Mosley, defends the WBO welterweight title. To me, that Shane was a bit gun shy by this stage, so I'll give it a solid. But then, once again, it's a good name on a resume.
Go on, Kris.
That was not a good win. I think he was way past it. I thought he lost to the Latin Snake, beat him, and this is after the Latin Snake fight. So this is just a name.
Just a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a great win because, and again, I'm thinking I don't care. Like Shane Mosley is still a formidable opponent for anyone. You know, he at this point, no one's stopping him. I didn't think he, and he's one of the rare guys who floored Shane Mosley. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, he floored him. Like I didn't think that would happen. He made Shane look dizzy. Shane he got hit in that part. He's trying to say that Pacquiao hit harder than Vernon Forrest. Man, I'm thinking, what the heck? And Shane took a dance and dropped on the ground, and Pacquiao seemed to beat him up. I mean, Shane was surviving in that fight. Man, that's a great win, man. I didn't think he'd be able to do it to Shane. Floyd never did that to him. That's a great win. I don't know what Pacquiao's taking or doing at this point, but he's looking crazy like. And this time, if you look at his resume, he's fighting some of these all-time greats within 3 or 5 months. Period. Break. This is amazing. Resume is crazy at this point. Just taking out names, man. But I don't know what's going on. Mosley probably stronger at 154 at this point, but it doesn't matter, man. Pacquiao beat him, and that was for the WBO. At this point, it's WBO welterweight title. I don't know whose title was on the line at this point, but Pacquiao's picked up the belt.
So Mosley wasn't like this. Mosley wasn't good. Mosley lost.
Yeah.
Mosley was losing regularly.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking here. But no one's ever knocked him down like that, bro. No one knocked him down since. He got stopped by Mandine, but he never been knocked down before. Yeah. But last guy knocked him down was Vernon Forrest, bro. You see what I'm saying?
He was younger in that fight. He looked old in that Pacquiao fight.
Yeah,
old and slow.
Yeah, but you can't take credit. That's a great win to me. Yeah, go on, Beats.
You're both split on it, so we leave that there. And we have one Manuel Marquez, the third fight.
That's correct. That's third fight. That's right.
It's a majority decision win for Pacquiao.
Yeah. Pacquiao lost that fight, in my opinion.
I thought he lost that one too.
Yeah. I thought Pacquiao won the second fight, and the third fight, I'll leave it as a draw. But in this fight, he lost, man. I watched that fight, and Marquez just clearly counter boxing him, and he made Pacquiao look stupid. First time someone made Pacquiao look vulnerable. He perfect game plan for Marquez, and in my opinion, he won the fight. I
knew they were going to rob Marquez in that fight. I had a feeling. So, I mean, that's that one was a red flag. That's one of the red flags I'll put on his career. That, you know what I mean? He lost that fight and he shouldn't have got it. And then Tim Bradley.
Yeah.
Split decision loss.
Yeah. Again, this is a controversial decision. I felt when I watched it, I felt at the time, real time, I thought Pacquiao won the fight. I watched it without the commentators, and then I thought the fight was actually much more closer. Without the commentary, it looked like, in my opinion, Bradley might have won the fight. This is with the sound off, but with just watching real time, I thought Pacquiao won that fight. I actually did thought Pacquiao won that fight, and I think he got jobbed on that one, which is surprising. But hey, man, it's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's the first time this is controversy is flaring up now. So he's lost the fight and lost his title.
I thought it was a good round. I thought it was a good fight, but Pacquiao won that. I did it without listening to judges. I think Pacquiao won that round 7-5. Pacquiao won 7 rounds, Bradley 5.
Okay.
So what do these two, the Marquez fights and the Bradley fight, affect the resume in any way? Because it looked like it's slightly a bit by the stage.
The resume, this is a great fight. Losses at this point with Pacquiao and the names before, Hatton and De La Hoya and them things there, you're already Hall of Famer already. You beat De La Hoya, you beat Hatton, you know what I mean? You beat this guy, you beat Shea Mosley, you beat Miguel Cotto. You know, these guys, you know, these are Hall of Famer guys, not yet. So, you know, his resume he's already set. Losses at this point, you could lose you want to, but these are great fights. Controversial fights. I mean, I wouldn't sit back and watch the Bradley fight again, but definitely watch back the Marquez. The Marquez one was very enjoyable, the third one. So, you know, the Bradley loss, you know, people were pissed off with Bradley a lot, and Bradley took a lot of heat for that, unnecessarily, because it wasn't really his fault. That's the judges. Okay, so we go to the one Manuel Marquez fourth fight where he gets knocked the count. Yeah. Go ahead, Kris.
It was a good fight. You see, Marquez developed power in this fight.
Yeah.
He just got caught. Nothing else to say. He got caught.
Yeah. That was one of the most brutal fights in boxing history I saw, mate. They were trying to kill each other.
Kris, can you mute when everyone's talking, yeah?
Yeah, I can. My mic going. My bad.
Yeah, it was a brutal fight, man. It was one of the most brutal fights I ever saw. You know what I mean? It was just trying to kill each other, man. And Pacquiao got caught, man. Great fight. Marquez won. He finally got his victory clean cut.
Yeah, right. Does that put a flag on the resume, or is it just a loss?
No. Because Pacquiao already beat him in one fight, and Marquez has won one fight. One was a draw, so it's split. So split. Pretty good.
Obviously, round off.
He got 2 wins actually. Pacquiao's got 2 wins, hasn't it? Go on.
Rios fight, Brandon Rios.
Oh yeah. That was
just a beating.
Yeah, one-sided thing, man. I didn't think it was going to be like that before the fight. I thought Rios would probably bring more to the table, but he just got outclassed, man.
I knew he was going to beat up Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios tailor-made for Pacquiao.
Yeah, but I think Brandon Rios has seen better days. That them fights with Alvarado. Was it Alvarado he had a fight with? Where they brutal fight? Yeah, then I think that took out of him. He just he slowed down. And Pacquiao, well, even if he wasn't slowed down, Pacquiao he wasn't even in the same class. So it was a beautiful performance by Pacquiao, man. It was a beautiful performance of being hit and not being hit. Beautiful boxing display. I enjoyed it. And he picks up the WBO international title at this point.
Yeah. So that concludes his resume of boxing. ATG?
Well, against Brandon Rios, it's a solid win. Brandon Rios hasn't yet been proven to see if he's going to be a great. We're not going to talk about the upcoming fight he's got with him and Bradley.
Is he an all-time great? Is he all-time great?
Pacquiao. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Top 20 all-time?
Top 20, yeah.
Yeah, I put him in top 10, top 20, top 15 maybe. Some people probably put him higher, I don't know. They might. And he's the best, one of the best in this era though. Definitely.
Is he better than Floyd?
Is he better than... I don't compare... you could compare in that and that, but he's definitely exciting fighter to watch.
Better resume?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But he definitely, if you're talking about excitement and how to finish people, man, it's got to be up there. He basically brings in the tape. Pacquiao fights are not boring. People want to see Pacquiao. He goes to kill you. He tries to knock you out. I mean, lately he's been taking his foot off the pedal, but once he turns it up, he turns up and he brings it, man. Like what he did to Barrera and Cotto and De La Hoya, he brings it, man. What he did to Hatton, he brings it, bro. Like what he did to Margarito. You know what I mean? Shea Mosley knocked down that Marquez fights. Exciting fighter, no doubt. No question.
So if he beats Tim Bradley convincingly, if he loses convincingly, give me both scenarios. If he loses convincingly or wins convincingly,
it doesn't change anything, man. He still
don't change anything for me because Pacquiao, you can tell he's starting to slow down, but he's 35 years old, so nah. He been in a lot of fights.
Yeah.
So he's still a Hall of Fame fighter.
Yeah.
Nah, that changed now.
He's just trying to get this back because he lost the fight, which everyone felt he won. So he's just basically trying to claim that this is just paving the resume. That's all this is doing.
Yeah, win or lose, he's still gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
What if he was to beat Floyd? Where would that leave him in the top all-time greats?
Oh, that'll definitely put him up there.
His positioning would change into the top 10, mate.
I agree.
But if he don't beat Tim Bradley, ain't no floor fight gonna be talked about.
That fight could still happen.
Nah,
It won't have that much value as it would have before, and it's losing value every year. It doesn't happen. But
yeah.
Listen, as long as the fight happens, it doesn't matter if they got grey beards. As long as it happens, I think people still want to see it.
It does affect it.
Yeah, it affects it, but people still want to see it, and they still talk about it. Yeah. Even if they were waiting there with Zimmer frames. Because you could say it should have happened 4 or 5 years ago then, but if it happens now, it's
the Tim Bradley, I don't think that fight gonna have nobody ain't gonna want to see that fight.
Yeah, they will. It's like when Hopkins fought Roy Jones, man. People still saw it, man.
Man, I didn't Hopkins and Roy Jones' second fight until ages after.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what this one's got. The Pacquiao thing probably happened.
I want to watch Bradley though. I want to watch Bradley and Pacquiao. That's a real fight.
Yeah, of course.
So okay.
And this is good too, cause Bradley Pacquiao fighting another killer guy.
Okay, so no doubt, ATG. Any last words you guys want to conclude?
No, he's a Hall of Fame fighter.
No, it's an all-time great, no doubt.
Hall of Famer, all-time great.
Yeah, he's a top 20.
He's a all-time one of the greats, man.
Yeah, no doubt. You could be top 20 and still be one of the greats.
I know you got asterisk above him about the steroids thing, whatever, but
compared to Henry Armstrong.
No, I ain't comparing. I won't compare it to Henry Armstrong.
We're not gonna do no comparison.
No, I wouldn't put him in. I wouldn't put him in Armstrong pathway. That Armstrong is a different. That's different because what it is. Armstrong fought the very best in that weight class, and then the very best at lightweight. If it was Nate Diaz, then he didn't fought him, and then the very best at welterweight. Who was the very best at welterweight? That was Floyd Mayweather. So Armstrong fought the very best at the time. The very best. Barney Ross. They were the best, no doubt, because there was one doubt.
Draw for the middleweight title.
Yeah, if you talk about when at the time in the lower weights. And you bantamweight and this and that.
Lou Ambers.
Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. Great fighter. All right. We'll conclude that critical look at Manny Pacquiao. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.